Yo, what's poppin' MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi MVP, back with another certified banger. Fresh gameplays included on 3 different builds. I pray everybody watching, mind, body, and spirit is aligned and blessed by the Most High. Today's episode, we're talking about something every hooper in NBA 2K26 has experienced, but 2K refuses to address head on. If you ever asked yourself, how did I miss a green dunk? This video is for you. Lock in, hit that like button early, help a father or two trying to make it just like you. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth nobody at 2K wants to say out loud. Paint defense was never fixed before the game was released. It wasn't refined, it wasn't rebuilt, it wasn't modernized. Instead of addressing the core problem, they slapped a band-aid on it. And the band-aid is ding ding ding, RNG and dunking, paint finishing and defense. That's why, in paint defense especially, that's why you seeing green meters disappear, contesting the paint that never seem to ever make sense. There's no consistency to it. What will be a high contest or a low contest? You can see a dude go through a crowd of people and it'll say wide open. It's no consistency to it because of the RNG. That is why you seen dunk meters clearly inside the green window still miss. That's why finishing at the rim feels more inconsistent with the most randomized outcomes than shooting threes in a game with a pure green window for jump shots. Think about it logically. If dunking had no RNG and paint defense stayed the same, elite finishers would rarely, if ever, miss. So I'm talking stick dunkers. Players would straight up dominate. Rim running would become the meta overnight. Not right, left, 3-point hunting, especially for players who have no scripts. And 2K knows that. So, instead of fixing the paint defense, they injected randomness into dunking to artificially cap the dominance of dunking itself. That's not balance, that's avoidance, and it penalizes users who are taking dunks that should go in. But ask any big man playing this game right now how paint defense, that been playing it from the beginning to now, how paint defense feels. Ask them how many times they've been dunked on by a micro guard with no strength. Ask them how many times they took they seen somebody take a nasty, off-balance, nonsense nut layup through a red contest and it still goes in. Ask how many times they clearly blocked the shot clean, perfect timing just for the game to rewind reality and just call it a foul. That's not basketball. That is bad design. And here's the real kicker. Your defensive ratings barely matter in the paint. Interior defense doesn't feel reactive. Strength isn't respected. Height doesn't feel imposing as it is to deal with in real life. You got dudes out here that's way smaller, out here getting stops on dudes that's way bigger than them. Think about height in real life paired with skill is impossible to stop. That is why Wemby is doing what he's doing to the league. That is why Chet has already won a championship with OKC. That's why OKC getting Chet led to them getting a championship. People don't understand when you are big and you can stretch the floor and block shots. That is abnormally super rare. But the way that they got you so watered down as far as because you can never ever put a small person on that player and really win the game. But in 2K world, I'm telling you, they made height not as matter. You can have elite defense and still feel like the game has already decided the outcome too many times before the animation even started. That's unacceptable in a competitive community that we have like 2K. And we should demand better today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next season. It's bro, they really, y'all do understand. They sit with these sliders and they can make the decisions on how things are actually playing on the court as far as what's allowed, how frequently. Now listen closely, because this is where the solutions come in. Yes, I actually have them. I'm not out here just complaining and making videos without solutions. I think of a concept and I think of a solution based on what I'm going through in real gameplay. The fix is not complicated. It's obvious in everybody's face. Make height, weight, and strength matter. Period. Not cosmetic, not just something people look at, not situationally, I'm talking about fundamentally embedded into the game. When you have size and strength are properly weighed, paint defense will naturally improve, because then the little dudes won't be able to just sit here and speed through people who way bit stronger than them. Then the bump animations improve. Then you got bodying up improve. Then when they getting dominated as they should by people who are bigger than stronger than them, it's going to make them, because think about it. Because when you got all of that perfectly balanced, the fact that height matters, weight matters, you eliminate the need for RNG and dunking, because the paint defense will naturally improve. Skilled dunkers will shine. Bad players who make bad decisions will get exposed. And then you got some basketball integrity restored within the game. And while we're at it, this also fixes another massive issue: the cheater build meta. Yes, cheaters are all basically using the same builds. We seen them. Y'all should be aware of them. They use the same type builds. They have the same type play style. I'm telling you, if you feel like there's no cheating in the game, because I feel like it's some people who really believe there's no cheating in the game. If you want to see it for sure with your own eyes, I challenge you this. Play starting 5 for a whole week straight. Instead of going into random rec when you're not with your crew, go into starting 5. I guaranteed you through that week, you will be a believer that cheating is real, because that's where all of them at. If you don't ever play starting 5, like ones, like games that's just one user and they can get as much, they can get it to, because you can think about it, they can get the same amount of rec that they're going to get in rec in that mode, individual. So they're going to play by them. People who are actually good at the game are going to go in there and play by themselves. And the people who cheese and people who actually cheat and know how to use these scripts, go in there and watch. You will see, oh, this dude wasn't lying. He wasn't making this up. He wasn't just saying this every video. After you get your motherfucking ass bust, when you see that the people you playing in rec are nowhere near on the level of the people who in starting 5, you're going to see that quickly. Because first of all, these dudes are scripting way more often than what they doing in there. Cause if y'all don't know, I'm gonna give it to you right here, right now. The most abused playstyle height is the guard that's 6'1 to 6'8. They might even do a 6'9, but it's 6'1 to 6'8, really, with the max 3-point, which they typically will go 6'4, 6'5. You'll see a lot of those 6'3s, 6'1s, but they get. Trust me, I play a lot of starting 5. I'm in the top 1,000 in the world. Like, they always go with the max 3-pointers, speed with ball handle, agility, and vertical. They'll have some type of vertical, or they might not have it at all if they don't plan to go towards the paint. They don't care about contest. They'll skip on all of that. They'll skip on interior defense, and they'll skip on block, or they may have block maxed out with no interior, or they'll skip on both of those and just have perimeter and steal at least at an 80, had a steal at least at an 85, and then they will sit there and just play in the lanes and double team you on every time you touch the ball. I feel like they be having scripts for their AIs too, because it's like they AIs don't miss, your AIs missing everything. Then they AIs play great defense, your AIs don't. And trust me, I'm good with the switching up defenses and all that, but they AIs be playing abnormally because they're already glitching and hacking the game. They probably, like I said, you will know it's real just going to starting 5. Because, and you want to know why they make their builds this way, because strength doesn't matter enough. Size gaps doesn't matter enough. Speed is king. So because they have minimalized, they try to minimalize the 7-4. That's why when the game first came out, height mattered a lot. They watered that down a lot. And because they did, it caters more towards the cheaters and the script users and their play style, where speed is king. And script users, they just feasting in this environment of the game that it's currently in. It literally it's helping this. Like, let me say this clearly. I want this very clearly. Most small guards in this game are real deal trash. I'm talking about garbage without scripts. I'm not sugarcoating that. They wouldn't even be most users who playing with small guards wouldn't even be able to play this game without scripts. I put that on everything else because they can't even get open, bro. They cannot get a good look. They need screens. They need everything, and they trust me, bro. At a competitive level, dudes would not be using small guards if there was no scripts in this game. The game currently rewards that play style and benefits automation more than actual basketball IQ. The whole game is fitted for people who use the scripts right now. It's fitted for them. Trust me, with the way that they look. Think about how they got a dude who not, like, think about it, you playing a normal floor of basketball. You ain't just shooting all threes. See, if you shooting all threes, you got a pure green window, right? So you can make all your threes. But if you a person who playing within the floor of the game, you taking dunks, you taking mid-ranges and stuff like that, as you go to the paint and stuff, there's RNG in that. You see how the downfall is? And now they're going to miss threes, to make it look legit. But when it comes to winning the game, they're not going to miss any threes. When they need to win and come back, like, you could be smacking a dude by 20 and starting 5. He'll pause that game, plug in, come back. Now he's shooting fades. He's doing all this different stuff to come back. So it's like, it actually, like, a real basketball IQ ain't rewarded. And I even did a poll in my post for my community, and people feel the same way, that the game rewards more exploits than it actually caters towards real basketball IQ. So for cheaters, it's actually easier for them to shoot than it is for them to finish at the rim. That's why you don't really notice that the cheaters, they don't really even try to go to the rim. They just 3-point shot hunt the entire game. Like, putting RNG back into shooting won't fix that, because cheaters will just update scripts faster than 2K can patch. So if anybody who suggests anything that stupid, we'll put the RNG back in shooting, that's not going to fix anything, because they're still going to be shooting that way. And meanwhile, legit players will suffer. That is not a solution. That is collateral damage. The real answer is making gameplay to reflect real basketball. There is no universe where Paul George stops Prime Shaq in the paint consistently. None. Currently, 2K reflects players like Tyrese Maxey, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Johnson, or Michael Porter Jr.'s getting stops on Jalen Duren's going full speed at the paint, or Jokic in the paint. Not to say it never happens. My point is, playing defense in that way should never be efficient enough to get you a good win percentage, or those players wouldn't be key players in the league today. Jokic wouldn't be a two-time MVP, a finals MVP, a champion, and regarded as the best player in the league if players like that could actually stop him at even a slightly efficient rate. Do y'all understand that? The only reason he's that great because he's so efficient that if you put one person on him who's not his size, they double and trap players for real who big in real life. They nudge you. They are using multiple defenders against people with size, the same way that dudes got to use multiple defenders to try to guard dudes that's shooting threes and running around with max speed. They are not respecting size the same way that they are respecting three-pointers. So to make the game more balanced, you have to put that realistic aspect that they come to stop a real vertical threat in real basketball, a person who picks and rolls hard into the basket and they are big. You do not stop that player consistently with wings who are skinny and undersized. Like, I'm talking about weight. You can't. They would not. They wouldn't even get no way for real. They wouldn't even want that. You got players like Anthony Davis in real life who's 6'10", 250, 240, 260, somewhere from 240 to 260, saying he don't want to bang in the paint. He don't want to play center. But you telling me you got players that's built, like I said, like Tyrese Maxey's, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Johnson's, and Michael Porter Jr., because you got a bunch of long wings who tall, who athletic, but they don't have no weight, but they're getting stops on big players. And that's the problem with the game. And it's happening way too much. And like I said, it's not outliners, like they don't get some stops, but it needs to reflect as of 2026 how the game is played. Like, it's not doing that. Right now, you can go minimum weight, minimum wingspan, barely any strength, and still hold your own against centers. Like, and I know my other bigs know that this is true. I know that all my bigs in the comments said, bro, just comment if you be getting stops on your player when you got gold badges, Hall of Fame finishing badges, you way bigger than them, and they letting players smaller than you get stops. If what I'm stating is facts, just speak your truth in the comment section. I got multiple center builds, so I'm telling you it has to go. Like, why do I as a big man have to do a floater instead of just being able to run straight to the paint and press X when it ain't nobody but guards and wings who are minimum weight and minimum wingspan? Why do I have to do it? Why is a floater a better option instead? Like, no person who's over 7 feet tall would do a floater more effectively versus just going straight forward and dunking on players that's all smaller than him. Like, I don't care what his dunk rating is. It's a size problem. See, it's an athleticism problem when it comes to strength. Strength is a core athleticism. I hope people know that. It's not just something he's just strong. No, when a person, think about Zion Williamson. That's just strong. That's what just strong is in the NBA. Just pure athleticism. He ain't doing nothing else, and that shit cannot be stopped. If you put him around shooters with look at what he do when he healthy. That's all he is. It's just pure athleticism. He ain't got no jumper. He ain't got no crazy handles. Like, he ain't even got crazy size. He got crazy size as in weight with hops, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like, and they don't. How it takes a wall to stop him or Giannis, or like it takes real effort, like to stop a overly athletic, big, strong player. They're not representing that in 2K. And like I said, you being able to go minimum on your weight and wingspan, that design directly caters to cheaters. It rewards builds that are optimized for scripts instead of basketball, and it makes it just exponentially harder for a legit player who using their real thumbs to beat a cheater, because the game is literally playing into their game plan currently, like 100%. If you making the game just straight speed based, strength don't matter, height don't matter, who y'all think really benefiting off that? Zenners, script users. Like, that's why your dunks are missing. That's why you're missing dunks, because they are tailoring the game not for you, not for the people who want to finish in the paint. They're tailoring it for people who want to zen off. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. 2K's enforcement policies make zero sense. Listen to this. They'll ban you for quitting games you don't want to finish because someone is obviously cheating. I'm talking about, it be obvious. Like, if you play enough games, you can tell when you playing a normal user. It's how they play. They do not attempt this type of shots with no momentum that a cheater would do. They ain't fading to start the game. They ain't just hunting nothing but threes. They actually, man, y'all don't understand. Like, it be so obvious, but they won't. Like I said, they'll ban you for that. But they won't ban users running blatant scripts. You got Zen Titan Gladiators doing whatever they want, bruh. They basically got the game under lock. Like, if you're anybody that's claiming to be competitive, they're either playing with users who are Zen Titan Gladiators, or they are Zen Titan Gladiators themselves. Because if you're not a ZTG, how can you win in arenas and in competitive wagers and stuff against players who are openly, they are using Zens and Titans? Like, I even seen a dude on X. It's even on X. It's dudes who done won wagers, middays and things, and then exposed it himself that he's been cheating the entire time. It's on X. I mean, a lot of y'all probably not really tapped into the 2K like environment, like what's really going on. Like, y'all probably don't care about everything that's going on. Like, the fact that the 1v1 me app left 2K because of the cheating and people fixing games. Like, make that make sense. Like, there's no common sense that you can't quit games but people can cheat, especially when other franchises with similar budgets like Battlefield have shown the effective anti-cheat is possible. So 2K making the same amount of money, same budget, but you telling me they can't do the same thing? At some point, you have to ask the uncomfortable question to yourself. And I'm pretty sure it's a question that a lot of logical and outside the box thinkers, just like people similar to me, I never think like I'm the only person to think what I think. That's why I start making content. I'm like, I know it's other people that agree with me, because it's 2K profiting from this directly. And I'm not just talking about the users being able to, still be on the game and spend VC, still see ads. I'm talking about, I feel like they are the ones in control of the scripts completely, and all of the little discords and everything. Because when gameplay flaws consistently cater to a cheating play style, when the enforcement is inconsistent, like, think about it, they don't want you to quit against their cheaters, but they won't ban them. You can't quit against them. So when you're in the game, if you quit twice, you're banned. And if you quit 2 times, like in an hour, you're banned on the game. They're gonna give you like a 30-minute or hour, but but they won't ban the dude who's fading over and over and over from 3 with only a 88 3-pointer. He's on a 70. He's on a 78 overall player, and you're using your whole team against him, and he's just fading and like y'all just gotta understand how stupid it looks. Like, it doesn't make any sense that they don't have nothing. They want to come after you, but they're not coming after them. So think about it. It raises eyebrows. No fixes are actually happening or being implemented. We paying full price for the game and builds. You invest time, track records, grind stats. None of that means anything when you got scripts that can read the screen and grieve for you or steal for you or whatever. That destroys competitive integrity. And this is why the 2K community feels like it's dying. The veil is coming off. I'm telling you. Almost everyone knows cheating exists now. The problem is identification. Because it's your favorite creator, because it's your teammate, it's the person that's been carrying you, people just turn a blind eye because they benefit from it or because they're entertained. But make no mistake, this environment is unsustainable and it will come to an end, or it's going to just kill the game entirely. And then the only people who going to be left playing 2K is lame ass niggas, because that's the only people who going to really cheat in a video game is a lame. Like, you're not going to go through all of that. Like, people was like, I had made a post telling people, I know the exact person you can go to set up all your cheating stuff. Like, the person is on Fiverr. It's a top seller. He know how to set up your OBS. He can set up your streaming, and he can set up the Zen, the Titan, and all of that for you. This is no longer hidden. Like, people are making the decision to cheat. I made the decision not to. The dude told me he could do it for me. I don't want it, bro. Like, why would I do it? People act like it's something hidden. If you got the money, bro, you can easily do it. It's not that hard, bro. Like I said, dudes sell the service on Fiverr. Like, if you still watching at this point, do me a favor. Tap that like button. Not for me, but so this message reaches the devs, the creators, and the community that needs to hear it. Because if you new here, subscribe. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm here to keep it real. And the fix is clear. Make size matter. Make strength matter. Make paint defense real. Remove RNG from dunking, as size and strength mattering will fix defense. Strong people should be able to dunk more. Strength should matter with dunking. Strength should matter with defense. Strength should matter way more, because it does in real life. The stronger you are, the easier it is to dunk on people. Force cheaters into exposure instead of protection, because that's what y'all doing right now. Y'all protecting them with the way that the game is. Y'all giving them the advantage even though they already have the advantage. You don't need the game to play to them to give them more advantages. Restore basketball logic. Restore competitive integrity. That is how you save this game. Or the game will be completely bone dry by season 5. And to legit hoopers still out there grinding without the scripts, without the shortcuts, without the excuses, I see you. Until next time, MVP gang, it's your boy, Pravi, signing off. Stay consistent, stay sharp, stay solid, and as always, blessings to the Most High for keeping us focused, protected, and disciplined. Peace.
Hey.